All right, guys, here is my 2012 Ford Raptor. I wanted to take some pictures and tell you some of the pros and the cons of this truck before I get rid of it. So this Ford Raptor has been equipped with a 6.2 liter, and it's roughly got about 90,000 miles on it now. This has been an awesome truck. If you're considering getting a Ford Raptor, I would definitely recommend you watch this video to the end. I'm gonna have some good points on it. So let's go over, let's do some walk around, let's do a little talking about the Ford Raptor, some of the pros and the cons. There isn't very many cons, I'm gonna tell you that. So with this particular Ford Raptor, I actually just put some new tires on it, and with the 6.2 liter, it's like the right balance of power. It's not too under, it's not too much. I've had some of my Ford, well, let's just say I've had a diesel. That seems like that's always in the garage a lot. And that's no fun, right? When your truck's in the garage, you need your truck to make your money. And another thing is that with the 6.2 liter, at least with this truck, Ford got it right with this one. This is a beautiful truck. The suspension on it's heavier. I did put a little bit oversized leaf springs on it down in there. It's a little bit light on the leaf springs, but it is made for off-roading and whatnot. But with this truck, it can be a very finesse creature, or it can be a monster, which is what I love. You get into the pedal of this thing, and it's go-go time. You know what I mean? Like, this thing can just be a nice daily cruiser, or when you stomp her down, boy, she just lights right up. It's an animal. So this truck has been absolutely great to me. No complaints. I'm very happy that Mike Monroe from Monroe Truck Accessories let me purchase this truck. It's been a great truck. It's going to go back to him, which I think is awesome. And he's got some nice features that he put in here. This truck is pretty much how he had it. I don't know for sure. I ain't going to say for sure he did. But the speaker got added. Those are nice for the kids. Kind of. A little more fighting, I think, than necessary. You know, the volume's not up high enough. Are we there yet? I mean, it does help. Don't get me wrong. But these are really nice trucks. This one's been upgraded to, it's got a little performance package, if you know what I mean, right there. The pedal commander, which does wake this thing up quite a bit, I must say. Still a gorgeous truck. I love this truck. So, one of the cons of this truck, can't really put a fifth wheel hitch in it. I also found out that with this truck, I can't do any plows on it. They really don't make carriages. There is one person on YouTube that does make a plow for it, but it's not recommended. So this actually had a carpeted bed liner in it, which I at first kind of liked it, but then I started to grow to hate it because I would haul wood or dirt in this very lightly, let's just say. I didn't really abuse this truck. This truck is, let me give you a little clue. The front shock alone on this was about $430, I think. It's an expensive truck. So one of these shocks up here, the Fords, well, the Fox shocks, I should say, expensive. I did have a rack and pinion that went bad on this, around 60, I think around 60,000 that got replaced. But really the truck hasn't left me stranded. It hasn't done anything funny. But it's just a great overall truck. I really need a longer bed though. This is 5.5, and just for work and whatnot, it's just not enough. But I absolutely love the truck. It has been a great experience, and I hope Mike enjoys it as much as I did, which he's had it for a while when he had it, and now he misses his baby. Great truck though. So there really isn't much to say bad about the Ford Raptor. One thing I did notice, compared to my wife's vehicle, she's got a Toyota van or something, I don't know what, the Sienna or something like that, is the reverse. When you put it in reverse, it doesn't matter if the car is just warming up. It seems like, boom, the backup camera comes on right away. The backup camera on this guy is a little more delayed, which is not the end of the world by any means. But it just seems like it's a little more delayed than I like. Because when I first started off, even if I let it warm up for a little bit, it's like, you know, I go to put it in and it's just, sometimes you just got to go, right? And you wish you could see, because you get used to that backup camera. It works really nice. I do know the buttons on the outside of the door. One of the lights is out. That's otherwise really been the only issue. Otherwise, it's basically flawless. The truck has been an awesome machine. And like I said, that 6.2 liter, they really got that fine-tuned into something really nice. So if you're ever considering a Ford Raptor, I used this truck a lot. I had a wrap on it. Maybe you guys seen it in some past videos, maybe not. Let's flip this, take a look here. How many she got on there? About 90. But, you know, with the heated and cooled seats, I mean, this truck, you know, I really thought I was not going to like this. The fact that I couldn't have a passenger here. But the beautiful thing about this truck is this right here. I found myself using this quite a bit when I'd be pulling trailers to knock it down a gear, to keep it like in 5th gear instead of hitting 6th gear. And your tow one was really nice. And it's really nice to have your controllers right here. So I really do believe in my heart that if you actually are considering the EcoBoost Raptor versus the 6.2 Raptor, I personally would go with the 6.2. And it's not because I own one. It's because I've been around some of the EcoBoost ones, and they don't have the sound. So it's kind of like maybe having a sharp knife, but if it doesn't look cool, you know, you want one that's sharp and looks cool, right? And yes, the EcoBoost does have more power, but are you drag racing every day? If you're pulling, maybe, but this truck, honestly, had the torque and everything I ever would want, and it was so refined, and it has such a nice growl to it that, like I said, you could drive it lightly. You wouldn't hear that growl. You want to smash on the gas a little bit when you take off from a corner. You want some people to turn their heads a little bit, you know, at the gas station. This thing would do it. And it never felt underpowered. And I had a hard time ever finding that balance where I've had diesels before. And the diesels, like I said, are in the shop all the time. Or I bought like a 4 point, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, 4.6 to I've had a 5.4 Ford. And those seem underpowered. This one seemed just right. So, it's been a great truck. Like I said, definitely going to miss it. But I think it's time to move on. And with the economy doing what it's doing right now, I'm not afraid to not have the payment to get through winter. Not that it's not stopping me. You know what I mean? It's just, it's convenience right now. And the fact that I don't have to sell it to somebody else and deal with all the riffraff, and, you know, they want to take it for a test drive and they're beating on it, or trying to tire kick you. I know it's going to go back to a good home. It's been in my home, which we've taken really good care of it. We've had a lot of fun with it, me and the family and the kids. And yeah, you know, maybe I get an opportunity to buy it back. Maybe I'll miss it so much. But I'm still geared for work, and I have to keep that in the back of my mind. And the fact, like I said, that this one can't accommodate a plow. The bed is too short for me. I like the 8-foot beds. They're big, ugly trucks sometimes when you get a 4-door 8-foot bed, but I just like them when you throw a 2x4 in there and it eats it up. Just my opinion. But like I said, I cannot discount the Ford Raptor. Great truck. I think they're going to hold their value. I think there's something that's going to be a collector's. This will be a collector's truck back, you know, give it how many years, 20, 30 years, whatever. You know, I really think this will be a very valuable truck, especially ones that had the V8, the 6.2. I just talked to a guy recently that had the 5.4. He had about 200,000 no problems. But like I said, I've had 5.4s. I just think the 6.2, and I've looked online, and I don't see hardly any problems with the variable timing and whatnot on them. So I don't know. Maybe somebody can comment below if they know something about Ford Raptors, or if they've had one, or whatever. But the 6.2s, I don't see hardly any problems with them. So that's all right, truck. Gonna miss you, Raptor. been a good truck to me. So that's my take on the Ford Raptor. Like I said, it's worked pretty decently in my garage door business for hauling the trailer and that. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting one, I can't say I wouldn't get one. They're a good truck. And I hope you are doing well. I hope you're loving everybody around you, because life is short. Don't forget, life is short. And I'm going to get back inside. I'm going to get this thing parked back in the garage before it rains. I just want to make a quick little walk around video before I sold it. And it's bye-bye. And yeah. So anyways, take care, you guys. See you in the next one.